Morning students. Today's topic is antiseptics and disinfectant. An antiseptic is a chemical compound that kills or inhibits the growth of microorganisms when applied to a living tissue like skin and mucous membrane. Mainly antiseptics are used to eliminate the pathogens in the wound that is present in the skin or mucous membranes, or they are also used to eliminate the pathogen present in the gastrointestinal tract and urinary tract. Due to their bactericidal and bacteriostatic effect, which depend upon their concentration, they are mainly used to kill the or inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Now come to disinfectants. A disinfectant is a again chemical compound that prevent infection by the destruction of harmful microorganisms when applied to inert objects, or we can say non-living objects like bedding, floor, etc. Whereas in case of antiseptic, that was applied to living object or living things such as skin, mucous membrane, etc. Disinfectant is mainly used for destruction of harmful microorganism or disease causing microorganism which are present on medical instruments. Medical instruments are mainly used in hospitals for surgery and all other purposes, and utensils and some other equipments where disinfection is required. So if we want to differentiate the antiseptic and disinfectant, we can say there is very minute difference between antiseptic and disinfectant. That is, there are many substances which can be used as antiseptic and can be used as disinfectant also. These substances, when used in low concentration, they act as antiseptic, but when used in higher concentration, they act as disinfectant. So we can say that there is very small difference between antiseptic and disinfectant, but we should be clear that antiseptic are generally used on living objects, living things, whereas disinfectant are mainly used on non-living objects. Now come to properties of good antiseptics and disinfectant. Both these should possess the following properties such as chemical stability. That means these antiseptic and disinfectant must be chemically stable. They must not easily degradable at room temperature where we store these two products. Economical, second one is economical, that means can be easily affordable, easily purchasable. Third is non-staining with acceptable color and odor. For example, if the antiseptic is applying on the living, we are applying it on the living tissue, for example on the skin, then it should not stain the skin, it should not color the skin, or the odor which is given by the antiseptic is also acceptable. Similarly is the case of disinfectant, where whenever or wherever the disinfectant is applied, for example on non-living objects such as chair, table, floor, it should not give any color, it should not stain that object, and also the odor of the disinfectant must be acceptable. And third one is bactericidal, not only static. Static means which inhibit the growth of bacteria. Cidal means completely killing the bacteria. So both these antiseptic and disinfectant must not only inhibit the growth but also kill or give the cidal effect on the bacteria, as well as destroy the spore of the bacteria. Wider spectrum of action. Wider spectrum of action means it not only kill or inhibit the bacteria, must be kill or inhibit the growth of some other fungi, some viruses, some other gram negative, gram positive bacteria. Should not be narrow spectrum of action, should have broad spectrum of action, means acting on many microorganism species. As we said earlier, beside that, antiseptic in addition should possess some other properties, such as it should be rapid in action. When it is applied to the skin, it will give its action rapidly, and it will exert sustained lethal action on the microorganism. Then second is non-irritating to the tissue when applied. When applied to the tissue, it should not produce any irritation, any problem, and it should be non-allergic also. The person on which the antiseptic is applied should not produce any type of allergy to him or her, and there should be no systemic toxicity. Systemic means blood, related to blood circulation, non-absorbable. If it is applied to skin or mucous membrane, then it should not be absorbed in the bloodstream. And if sometime it may be absorbed, then it should not produce any toxicity within the blood circulation, which is known as systemic toxicity. And it should be active in the presence of some body fluid. Sometime in the wound it contains blood, pus, or some other fluids and exudates from the wound, then it should be active in those conditions also. Similarly, a disinfectant in addition also should possess these properties, such as non-corrosive. Non-corrosive means should not react with any object, non-living object, with made up of any metal or some plastics or whatever. Should be non-corrosive, and it should have good penetrating agent. It should be absorbed to the or penetrate to the microorganism, so that it will give its effect. Compatible with other organic compounds like soap. Sometimes disinfectant are used in combination with soap to cleaning the floor, etc. So should be compatible, should not produce any type of chemical reaction or any type of incompatibility with the soap. Now come to the classification of antiseptic and disinfectant. The first class is phenol derivatives. Phenol derivatives, which contain phenol, cresol, hexachlorophene, chloroxylenol, which is present in the Dettol. It means it contains the compound which are either phenol or derivative of the phenol. Second one is alcohol. Alcohol also acts as antiseptic and disinfectant, and the most commonly used alcohols are ethanol and isopropanol. Third class is oxidizing agent, which will oxidize the microorganism by some oxidation process. In this we will discuss hydrogen peroxide. Then is aldehyde. The most commonly used aldehyde is formaldehyde. Then halogens include iodine, chlorine, and hexachlorophene. Then comes to some acid also act as antiseptic and disinfectant. Those are acetic acid and boric acid. Bigonides, these are organic compounds which also act as antiseptic and disinfectant, and one of the important compound from this class is chlorhexidine. Metallic salts mainly contain mercuric compounds, silver and zinc salts. Quaternary ammonium compound, there are also acting as antiseptic and disinfectant, and the example is Cetrimide, Benzalkonium chloride. Some dyes which include genitin, violet and Proflavine. Then come to nitrofuran derivatives. Nitrofuran derivatives, the most important compound is nitrofurantoin. From this broad classification, in the next slides we will discuss those substances, those compounds which are mentioned in your syllabus in detail. Let us discuss first class, that is phenol derivative, and the compound is phenol. Phenol is also known as carbolic acid, and it is one of the oldest antiseptic agent which is used as a antiseptic. As we see the structure in the slide, the phenol structure contain benzene ring and the group hydroxyl which is present in alcohol also. So let us discuss its nomenclature, which is very simple. IUPAC name, that is IUPAC name of the phenol. Phenol is common name. IUPAC name is the name which is selected by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Benzenol. Benzene word come from Benz word come from benzene, and ol for the OH group. Benzenol. The molecular formula is 6H5OH, and mode of action. What is the mode of action? How it work? How it kill or inhibit the growth of microorganism? Mainly act by denaturing the bacterial proteins or by coagulation of the protein. Denaturing. There is a nature of the primary, secondary and tertiary structure of the protein is primary, secondary and tertiary structure of the protein, and proteins are important for bacterial growth and division. So that structure is denatured by the phenol. Once that protein structure is denatured, proteins are not available for bacteria for its growth, its support and its division, and ultimately the bacteria will die. Then come to uses of the phenol. Phenol was once widely used as an antiseptic and disinfectant. Nowadays it is not commonly used. So it was used earlier. 0.1% to 1% solution of phenol is bacteriostatic. That means this solution inhibits the growth of bacteria. More than 1% to 2% concentration of phenol, it is bactericidal as well as fungicidal, kill the bacteria as well as fungus. Less than 0.5% solution also exert local anesthetic effect. Locally the tissue is anesthetized wherever this 0.5% solution or its less concentration is applied, whereas 5% solution of the phenol is strongly irritating and corrosive to the tissue. It is also irritating to the eye as well. Phenol derivatives have been used in preparation of cosmetic also. Now comes to the derivative of the phenol, means the compound containing phenolic structure with some other substitution. For example, in this category there is chloroxylenol. As we see the structure of chloroxylenol, it contains the benzene ring and hydroxy group, which is similar to the structure of the phenol, but additional to that it contains 2 methyl group and 1 chloro group. So the name chloroxylenol, from how it is derived, simply if benzene ring contain 2 methyl group, then it is xylene, and now xylene containing in between chlorine group also, or we can say chlorine atom or chloro group, then it comes to know about chloroxylene. But beside that it also contain OH group. For OH we will end with ol. Then the whole common name is derived from the structure, so that we can understand or remember the group present on the compound. The name become chloroxylenol. Chloroxylenol, from chloro is for chlorine, Xylene is for compound xylene, and ol is for OH group. So come to the IUPAC name, or we can say nomenclature. Then we have to give numbering to the compound. In case of group priority, hydroxy group is have higher priority than that of chloro group. So OH group is numbered as 1, then comes to 2, and methyl 3, and chloro 4, and next methyl 5, and then 6. Total 6 carbon are present on the benzene. So 4 chloro, 3 and 5 position contain methyl, for which we can write 3,5-dimethyl, and benzene plus OH is phenol. Simply the name is 4-chloro 3,5-dimethyl phenol, which is a chemical name for chloroxylenol. What is the uses? It is a halophenol. It is also known as halo. Halo word comes for halogen. Halogen like chlorine, bromine, means it contains some halogen. In this, the halogen is chlorine, and phenol. Used in hospital and household as antiseptic and disinfectant, or also used in antibacterial soap. Some soap come in the market which possess antibacterial activity, or some wound cleansing applications are also there, liquid wounds cleansing applications, and some household antiseptic which contain chloroxylenol. And the most common example of the compound which contain chloroxylenol is Dettol, as we all use in our home, Dettol liquid or Dettol soap, which contain chloroxylenol. Due to the presence of this chloroxylenol in Dettol, it gives distinctive odor to the Dettol. As we see, Dettol has some different or distinctive odor. This is due to this compound chloroxylenol. And sometimes it is also present in creams and antibacterial ointments, etc. Then come to the next phenol derivative, that is hexachlorophene. The brand name is Nabec. In the market, mostly it comes in the name of Nabec. The structure, as we see, contain 2 benzene ring with hydroxy group, or we can say two phenol rings are present in the structure, which are connected by the CH2 methylene group. Okay, and each benzene ring contain 3 chlorine atoms. So what will be the nomenclature of this compound? It means it contains 2,2-dihydroxy. 2 hydrogen, 2 hydroxy group are present, then dihydroxy at position 2, and 3,5,6 or 3-5-6 same numbering as the numbering in this ring. Similar numbering is done on the other phenolic ring, but it is assigned by dash. Means total chlorine atoms in this compound are 6. That's why the name, as we'll see in common name, hexa. Hexa is for 6 chlorine, hexachloro. Similarly here 3,5,6, 3-5-6 hexachloro. How many phenyl rings or benzene ring? Phenyl word is for benzene, 2. So diphenyl, and linked with methylene group, which known as methane. Diphenyl methane. Uses: used as topical. Topical means which is applied over the skin surface area. Topical, anti-infective and antibacterial agents. Also used in soaps and toothpaste also. So very important. Sometime name the antiseptic which is present in toothpaste. So hexachlorophene, which is present in the Dettol, that is chloroxylenol. So also used in some agricultural practices, such as used for soil fungicide. Fungus grows present in the soil, for that plant bactericide, bacteria if growing on the plant, and caricides also. Caricide word is used for locust or some other insects which grow with bacteria and fungus in the agricultural field. The next class of antiseptic and disinfectant is aldehyde. Aldehyde, mainly we will discuss formaldehyde solution. Brand name is Formalin. It is an aqueous solution and it contains 34 to 38% weight by weight of formaldehyde with methanol. As you see structure, very simple structure. Carbonyl group is there, C double bond O, which is known as carbonyl group, and 2 hydrogen group. IUPAC name is known as methanol. As for single carbon we use word meth, and for 2 carbon we use eth, and 3 prof. So methanol. Al group is for aldehyde. Methane word for CH4 carbon, hydrogen, and methane containing only 2 hydrogen and 1 carbonyl group. This become aldehyde group, which is known as methanol. Similarly, it is also used as disinfectant, kill most of bacteria and fungi and their spore also. And formaldehyde is also used as biocides, means killing the bacteria and fungus or microorganism present in living tissue. So it is used as biocides in personal care products such as cosmetic also. The another class is quaternary ammonium, or we can say quaternary ammonium compound, and the compound is Benzalkonium chloride, and the brand name of this is Zephyran. As we see structure, contain benzene ring with CH2, then N mainly nitrogen. Nitrogen have three valency, but here we can say nitrogen have 4 bonds, 4 covalent bonds. That's why it is known as ammonium. If nitrogen have 4 bonds, means extra lone pair is shared, so it contain positive charge, and the nitrogen is known as nitronium, or here it is known as ammonium plus charge carrying. So IUPAC name contain alkyl group is present, CaNH2n plus 1. This group is named as alkyl dimethyl. Dimethyl is clearly seen in the structure. Nitrogen bonded with 2 CH3 group, dimethyl benzyl. Benzene containing CH2 group, then it is benzyl. Ammonium is for nitrogen carrying plus charge, and chloride is for Cl negative, present in salt form. So uses as we know is superior and very good, very promising disinfectant and antiseptic. Personal hygiene, this is used in personal hygiene and cosmetic products such as shampoo, conditioner and some other body lotions. As well as it is also used in ophthalmic solution and medication that use the nasal route of delivery. Ophthalmic means related to eye, and ophthalmic related to eye and nasal route of delivery, and sometimes the medication which have nasal route of delivery delivered through nose also contain this Benzalkonium chloride. The next quaternary ammonium compound is Cetrimide, also known as Cetrimonium bromide, CTAB, and the brand name is Cetablon. The IUPAC name, as we see in the structure, again nitrogen have 4 bond. Quaternary nitrogen is if nitrogen is quaternary, then the word ammonium is used and plus charge is shown outside the brackets. So hexadecyl, hexa is for 6, decyl is for 10, total 16. It means CnH2n plus 1. The carbon Cn, N is 16 here, that's why the name is hexadecyl. There is 3-methyl, that's why trimethyl, nitrogen bonded with 3-methyl, and ammonium bromide. This is the name of the Cetrimide. Then come to uses of the Cetrimide. Cetrimide is generally used as antiseptic. 1 to 3% solution is used for cleaning roadside wounds and burn. If there is any accident or burn, then to clean that wounds, 1 to 3% solution is used for disinfecting skin before surgery or injection, and when injection is applied at that area is disinfected. Cetrimide solution is used for that, for treating fungal infection and sometimes for nappy rash. This is also used. Cetrimide with chlorhexidine, another compound is this chlorhexidine and cetrimide, both in combination are used in the preparation of Savlon hand wash, Savlon soap, as we hear in our day-to-day life. Popular brand Savlon, which contain mainly cetrimide and chlorhexidine. These Savlon brand or its products are used as a cleaning agents. Pharmaceutical ingredient in various products, mainly for topical use, such as sprays, gels and cream. Also used as meaning meaning its function as a detergent with cleaning property. Cetrimide also have cleaning properties, so it can be used as surfactant, so can be used in the detergent as well. Then comes to the another class, that is nitrofuran derivatives. Nitrofuran is another organic compound which contain nitro group as well as furan ring, as we see in the compound Nitrofurantoin. The brand name is macrobid. In case of structure, as we see structure, it contains 5-membered heterocyclic ring, with oxygen, that is furan ring, and nitro group, NO2 group on the ring. From this ring and this group, the name nitrofuran is derived. As we see IUPAC E, capital E is the nomenclature system for double bond. As we see, there is double bond on the carbon and nitrogen. E mean antimen, opposite. The configuration at double bond is opposite. So E1, the numbering is started from the nitrogen present in the another ring. 5 nitro, 2 furanil. As we give number 1 to the oxygen, then number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5. Nitro group come to 5th position. So 5 nitro, 2 furanil. Nile word come with substitution. The hydrogen group present on this furan ring is substituted, and 2 furanil. Methylene amino. This is CH2 double bonds N. Methylene amino. 2,4 imidazolidine. The another ring present in this structure is imidazolidine, and this ring have 2 ketone groups, 2 carbonyl groups, CO2 group, then it is dione, 2 ketone dione. This is nomenclature uses. It is an nitrofurantoin is an antibiotic. Antibiotic are also chemical substance which are used to kill or inhibit the growth of microorganism. Means they are not applied over the skin or topical skin or mucous membrane, but they can be taken orally, taken by the mouth orally, and they enter into the systemic circulation and kill the growth of the microorganism in the blood circulation. So mainly it is an antibiotic, so can be taken orally and mainly used to treat urinary tract infection. As we know, urinary tract infection is mainly caused by the bacteria. The most responsible bacteria is E. coli, gram-negative bacteria and enterococci. These bacteria commonly cause urinary tract infection, and the common antiseptic which is used, or we can say antibiotic used for treating UTI, is nitrofurantoin derivative, that is nitrofurantoin. The next class is dyes, and the example of dye is Proflavine, also known as diaminoacridine, or simply brand name is Proflavine. As we see structure, it contains two, we can say three benzene ring, but the middle one is somewhat different. It is six-membered ring which contain nitrogen. So benzene ring containing nitrogen atom as heterocyclic atom, it is known as pyridine. So we can say in middle there is pyridine, and side two rings are benzene ring, total three rings. And this type of structure, this type of, if three rings are in fused with each other and center ring is of pyridine, then we call this system as acridine system. So the name acridine, and 3,6-diamine NH2 group is amine group, and two amine group are there, then diamine, and it is present at 3 and 6 position. As we start numbering from first ring, then 1, 2, 3, 3 comes to the NH2 at the very right corner ring, then 4, middle ring is not numbered this time, this is the system of numbering for acridine ring, then comes to the left corner ring, then 5, 6, so 3 and 6, the number 3 and 6 come on the sided ring, due to which it is named as 3,6-diamine. The formula, molecular formula, carbon it contains 13 carbon, 11 hydrogen and 3 nitrogen. Molecular weight is 209.24. And physical properties, physically what is its appearance? For example, its appearance is orange to red color powder, and melting point, melt at 284 to 26 degree, boiling point is 506.9 degree, density 1.346 per centimeter cube. Solubility, its salt hemisulfate is soluble in water. Uses of Proflavine, it is used as disinfectant, bacteriostatic against many gram-positive bacteria. Used in the form of dihydrochloride and hemisulfate salts as topical antiseptics. Formerly, it was also used as urinary antiseptic, as that of initially we discussed Nitrofurantoin. Similarly, this Proflavine was also used as urinary antiseptic, but nowadays it is not used as such. Currently, it is used as topical antiseptic on the surface, on the skin surface. Then Proflavine is a promising candidate in HIV treatment due to its intercalating ability into viral RNA. So it is also used as antiviral drug. Then comes to the stability and storage. The Proflavine comes in the solution form, that is 95 to 105% its solution. If stored under refrigeration, it is physically and chemically stable for 12 months. But if same solution is stored at room temperature, then it is stable chemically stable up to 6 months. After that it will start degrading. So better for longer time preservation, longer time storage, it can be stored in the refrigerator. Pharmaceutical formulation, it mainly comes in Proflavine cream, which is 0.1% for topical use, for topical antiseptic. And there are many brand name of this compound, that is Proflavine, Isoflav base, Progesic, Profura, etc. Then comes to the references, which are as follows. And thank you.